get her going. Artemis, how you doing? Is your Friday coming along? Change up a couple things here. Change up the music so that it is going to go to random. And let us continue what we've been doing. Okay, so I think I'm about not too much more to do for the 6 stars. And then we'll try to run all the 5 stars into basic. That'll give us another 5 million there. We'll end at 12 million today, and then run it twice tomorrow. And that should. I don't think I'll do it one full time tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning. So in a few hours, and then tomorrow evening. I think I'll do a full run. But so I got the estimate for, because actually I was thinking about this earlier, and Stryfe is by far the one of the 2 5 stars that I want more. I'm trying to get both of them, Black Widow and Stryfe. But Stryfe I actually haven't used for. Black Widow is just to add another 5 star. So I do need to concentrate on that one a little bit more. My night is going okay. Been slacking on Arena majority of the day though. I guess I'm kind of running the arena right now as though I was just doing my milestones, even though I'm trying to get the 5 stars from the feature and the basic, and then max milestones for the summoner trials for the units. But yeah, I've been slacking. What are you up to, Artemis? What you got going down? So I was watching TV and I was doing arena, and I figured I'd come to my desk and do a bit, and I figured if I'm going to be here, I may as well stream it. So here we are. Here we are. It's like 1 a.m. here. I'm just grinding in GTA. Okay. Cool. Now, how's that coming along? The GTA grind. Yeah, I had a nap this afternoon, so I might be up for another 2 hours or so. And I figure if I'm going to be up, I may as well get this done. And then, yeah, I want to, between now and when when Omega Red is in the basic, I'd like to have 10 new 5 stars. I got one new one yesterday. I opened some battle chips and I got 5-star Punisher. And then ideally I'll get Black Widow and Stryfe from this grind. I'm gonna open, depending on how many new champions I could get out of the next 5-star feature, I might open 10 of those. And then I might go for both new champions next month as a 5-star, actually. We'll see. Because that's really going to be the only way I can really target anything is by arena. The featured crystals, I mean, it's a shot at it, but I don't, like, there's no guarantee that I'll get them. I mean, there's no guarantee in arena either, but I'll have a little bit more control over that. But we'll see. We will see. It's going good. Me and my friend grinded to get a submarine to do more first, so it's going well for now. Submarine. Okay. So you can drive the submarine in GTA? I don't think I've ever played that, actually. I know what it is, and I've seen people play it, but I don't think I've ever played it myself. No. Same thing as Call of Duty. I've actually never played that myself. Again, I've seen people play it. But yeah, never sat down and played it myself. But then again, well, no, because I did have an Xbox and I did have a PlayStation. Although I don't know. No, GTA definitely existed when I had the consoles. I don't know if Call of Duty did. Maybe. I opened a 5-star Nexus and got long shot, OG Iron Man, and an Nihilus. Any thoughts? Yeah, you can drive it? That's cool. Okay. So you can submerge. So if you're in the submarine, then can you only go around your area, or can you like travel quite far in it? And as for your 5-star Nexus, I would probably go long shot. Not that I've ever used him. All three of them I've only ever used in arena. Definitely not Iron Man. Annihilus would be okay because he's got some use. He's incinerate immune, and then he's got his armor break. I don't think you can manipulate his power. I'm not sure though. But I think long shot would be your best bet. Because if you're up against a buff heavy opponent, long shot would do pretty good. Although you had to go with Annihilus. Okay. I'm pretty sure you can drive it anywhere on water. Okay. Oh, you already had long shot. Okay, yeah, then that makes sense. You didn't specify that part that you already had him. Yeah, no. If you so was Annihilus new? I guess I should have said that actually. Of those three, my first pick would have been whichever one is new, because none of them. No, actually, long shot I could see potentially using if I didn't have other options. But long shot I could see using if I was running something where they had a lot of buffs or it was a lot of cosmics. But Annihilus and Iron Man, I don't see a scenario where I would use either of them really. I guess Annihilus maybe if there was something with Incinerate. But even then, I think I would probably use Void, Ghost Rider, CGR, or Claire if I had to go again. Maybe not Claire for Incinerate, just because I'd have to use 2 full combos before I'd have the Incinerate immunity. So probably CGR or... yeah, probably CGR or Void. Breezy, how you doing? How is your Friday? Or Saturday now, I suppose. Depending where you are. How's it coming? What are you up to? What you got going down, Tagger? I think this would probably be the best. The best as in I'll be able to keep Emma armor broken so I can keep her parried or stunned. Well, not keep her stunned, but be able to stun her easily. It's okay. Debating on getting in this, getting into MCOC. Well, I'll wait for you to answer. But if that's what you're meaning by getting, yeah, it's a fun game. I wouldn't recommend getting into it right now. So it's not working properly. Yeah, it's not working properly currently. It hasn't been working for about 3 weeks. I'm not having any problems consistently. When the problems first cropped up, the first 2 days I was having problems. But since then, for me, it's been fine. But there's a lot of people that it's not working properly at all. And have you played it at all, Breezy, or you've just seen other people play it? Do I think MCOC is pay to win? No. No, I don't. You can absolutely play the game without spending any money. And you'll get through stuff far quicker by spending money. I know, not necessarily get through stuff quicker. You'll advance your account faster by spending money. But yeah, you do not need to spend money. The way I look at it, it's either you got a ton of time. You can absolutely play the game completely casual, like just not log in for a day or a week or whatever. If you want to be in an alliance and you want to be not super competitive, but a progressive alliance, you would need to log in every day, because a progressive alliance is going to require your participation, whether it be for... There's only two aspects that an alliance absolutely requires your participation for, or has the potential to, and that's for the war and the alliance quest. But you can run maps for alliance quests where you don't need everybody, and for war you can set it up where you don't need all members to participate. But that's where I'm saying if you're playing in a relatively progressive alliance, then you probably do. I would not start right now, especially if you're on an Apple device. Is Apple worse currently than Android? Because I thought they were kind of the same. I started then quit and started then quit so very early. Yeah. And the thing is too, I don't really think the game is all that appealing until the alliance part of things. And it's not even so much the stuff in game that you do with the alliance. It's just having a community to communicate with. Whether it be the stuff that the alliance is trying to achieve, or just, people there to ask questions of. And you don't have to have an alliance for that, but if you're in an alliance, everybody is kind of working toward the same goal, right? You all want to do well in AQ, you all want to do well in war. But you could also use the YouTube side of things, like what you just did, asking questions here. Well, okay, so Twitch. Or you could join Discords and stuff like that. I just think that doing it through an alliance is a better way. Because you could have people bullshit you in Discords or on YouTube, Twitch, right? Whereas if you're in an alliance and you ask a question, it's to the alliance's best interest to answer you honestly. Actually, I've heard it's worse on Apple. Interesting. Huh. Okay. So, like I said, when the update first came out, that day, I absolutely noticed. It was actually one time where I was not getting parries and I knew it was not my fault, which that doesn't happen often. Normally, if I miss a parry, I think it's my fault. That day, though, I knew it wasn't. But outside of that, and I mean, I'm on the game a ton, there's maybe a handful of times where I could absolutely say that was not my fault when I got hit. But I think there's other people that, like, as soon as they start playing, they try to parry or they try to dex, it's just not working. And then I think that's what kind of makes it a little bit harder to deal with, right? It's not like for Kabam, it's not consistent. It's not the same thing for everybody all the time. I don't know, and I don't know if maybe it's not possible with mobile games or something, but I don't know why they don't have the option to just roll back an update. Because it's absolutely whatever took place in the update for July, like that's what screwed things up. Because prior to applying the update, it was okay, and then once people applied the update, that's where the issues came about. Sandy, how you doing? How's your Friday coming along? Or
ladies and
the
gentlemen,
beginning of Saturday?
we got him.
Mr. Chrome Nelson, thank you for the follow. It's Artemis. YouTube isn't working for some reason, or it's just my phone. Let's see here. Let me take a look. Like the stream or YouTube in general? Because if it's the stream, it could be me. But if it's YouTube in general, well, nothing I can do about that. But let me see. Let me see. So I'm going to just take a quick look and see if I can view myself on YouTube. Because there have been times where, well, it could be YouTube. Well, no, usually if it's one, it's both. But there have definitely been times where the stream... Oh, okay, so it's a YouTube in general. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, and I'm able to see myself, so... Well, I'm able to see my stream. Okay, yeah, so that's all good. It froze. Just if the stream froze, you could probably just refresh it. Like I just checked it. Oh no, I don't think it froze. I just stopped the game for a second when I was just checking the YouTube for myself to make sure it was working okay. It's probably my phone. It's possible. Just did R4 Corvus have a 6-star, but Awakened with 5-star would be better for incursions? Wait, which one is... The 5-star's Awakened. So you took the 5-star to R4 who is Awakened. Is that what you're saying? But you want to know if you should use the 5-star. And so the 6-star is not Awakened, correct? Wait. What rank is your 6-star? Because I'm gonna alert so I can concentrate. Oh, good dude. So the only difference for the awakened and non-awakened Corvus is just the sustainability. But for the most part, and the sustainability only comes about while you've got charges. Once you have no charges, then that part of things is gone. But the damage is the same. And really, okay, so that sustainability would help you if you have a poison on you and you have one charge, for example. That poison will not kill you as long as you got that one charge. So that would be a thing. There's just R1 Max, I think you could take him to R2, but thinking of some other ideas. Okay, so I think, and other people may say something different, or you but I think Corvus's biggest value is in AQ, War, or Incursions. His biggest value to me is in a fight where you can end the fight within an L2, within one of his L2s. If a fight is going to take more than one of his L2s, that he's not going to be your best option. So basically, for longer fights, he's not the best option. So, and if, for example, in Incursions, if you're running Sector 8 and you go probably up to Zone 7 or 8, now you could use him with just 3-hit combos, which will allow your charges to last a little bit longer, so you'd be able to get an L2 in and a few more hits. The alternative, too, is that you could use a power boost with him and throw an L2, and then you're right back in another L2. So you get back-to-back L2s. And pretty much anything in Incursions would be dead within 2 L2s. But if you're looking for somebody to do the end of Act 6 stuff, he absolutely you could use Corvus. I don't think he's your best option, though. Act 5, early Act 6, he'd be pretty good. But end of Act 6, I don't think you wouldn't necessarily use him a ton in variants. Specific variants, maybe. But overall, he wouldn't necessarily be your go-to. So all of that to be said, if you've got the 5-star, you're not really concentrating or worried too much about AQ, War, Incursions, then I wouldn't necessarily focus on the 6-star. If you're thinking that you want to be doing high-end AQ, War, and Incursions, then I would focus on the 6-star. So I have a maxed out 5-star, and I have an R3 6-star. The R3 6-star, I use, and I'm doing map 7 for AQ. I use him pretty much every AQ. There's one iteration where I use somebody rather than Corvus, but the other two versions of map 7, I use Corvus. If AQ is not running, and I'm doing war, then Corvus is going to be used for war. I'll use Corvus if I'm not trying to do Zone 10 of Sector 8 for incursions, or if I'm doing Sector 7, I'll use the 6-star Corvus. He's not a bad, and even if you're not focused on AQ war and incursions, he's not a bad champ to have 2 of at high ranks. But yeah, as fights get longer, his value decreases. His awakened ability is not a necessity. It's just the sustainability, and then there's the trick. Like if you're in a fight with a timer, as long as you've got 1 charge, you can pause the fight, let the fight expire, and you won't die. And then you can come back. The opponent will be at whatever health you left off. You'll be at 0 health pretty much, but you'll have all your charges back. So yeah. I don't know if that long-winded explanation helps anything though, but he is somebody that if somebody gets a 6-star, they're usually quite happy about. Yeah. And now if you're done, like, explored all of Act 4, explored all of Act 5, got most of Act 6 done, then a 6-star Corvus. You might not use that much for questing. And if you are farming health pots, he's not somebody you'd want to use. At least not for ROL, just because of the length of the fights. If you ever wanted to do a monthly Legends run, I think he would be an excellent option. The 5 or 6-star, actually. You'd probably want to be running Suicides, and you'd want a relatively specific team to increase his damage. But yeah, if that was ever something you were interested in obtaining, he would be definitely a good option to use for that. And I don't think, at least for the heroic portion of things, I don't think you would see a big difference between the 5-star or 6-star, because most fights are done in 1 hit. You're right, but the problem with Unawakened is nodes like Freezer Burn. Yeah, any nodes like Nightmare. If you have low health, you could die instantly, but Awakened 1 could survive unless... Yeah. So, but that's the thing though, right? Like the 6-star, because he's going to do so much damage, once you get to your L2, you should be able to end the fight before it ever becomes an issue. Now, you might need to use some health bots to heal up for your next fight, but yeah, you shouldn't. But again, that's where it comes down to if he can end the fight in an L2. I don't think... See, now my 6-star was always Awakened. And I don't think I played the 5-star Unawakened very much or at all. So actually, I don't think I've ever played Corvus Unawakened. The 6-star, I got Corvus. I got a Cosmic Awakening gem, and I got a Cosmic T5CC all in the same opening. And yeah, so basically the entire time I've used 6-star Corvus, he's been as a R3, an Awakened R3. So I wouldn't really be able to compare like a R1 or R2. Compare that to an R5 to 5-star. But well, who would be your other Cosmic 6-star options? Like if you don't use the resources on the 6-star Corvus, who would be your other 6-star Cosmics to focus on? let's see here. Jeez, that didn't do much, did it? My goodness. It's kind of a pointless L1. And is this going to end him? Yes, okay, cool. One major problem with 6 stars have to give every ISO, even for an R1. Yeah, they do take a lot of ISO for sure. Yeah. Captain Marvel movie, unawakened 5-star, have her awakened but R3. Okay. Do you have Nick Fury? Because you have Nick Fury, pairing him with Captain Marvel makes her a little bit better. And Nick Fury's not somebody bad to have on the team anyways. I don't know if I would value her over Corvus though overall. I used to run her in incursions, but I haven't for a long time. But once you get her charges up, she'll get fights done really quick. It's just a matter of the first 1 or 2 fights just getting the charges up, but once they're up, yeah, you're getting through stuff really fast. Yeah, not necessarily a easy choice there at all. But I think it just comes down to what you're focused on in the game mainly. If you're looking at AQ War, then yeah, go for the 6-star Corvus. If AQ and War are not too, like, you're not too worried about that, or you're in an alliance where you're only running 1 or 2 BGs in War, you're running map 5 or something like that for AQ, then yeah, I wouldn't focus on the 6-star Corvus too much. The 5-star will be fine. And he'll still kick ass at that. He'll still kick ass for map 7 too, actually. So, yeah. Oh dear, I've only been streaming half an hour and I'm already tired. I started streaming, I was all energetic. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go for 2 hours, 3 hours. Now I'm like, oh, maybe 45 minutes. No, I need to get some runs with the 5 stars, though. I need to get to at least 10 million with the 5 stars. So that's 3 million more. I can get 1 million points with my R5s pretty quick. So the other 2 million is going to be a little bit slow. Have Morning Star. Good option for incursions, but very difficult to ramp her up. Very low damage. Once ramp up, she's good though. I've never used Morning Star for incursions. I've had partners who have. And yeah, like you're saying, it is a bit slow for the ramp up. Now, what you could do, you could use synergies with her for the first fight. Well, it'd be the first zone, because you wouldn't be able to change until after. So who is it? I think it's Mephisto, maybe? So if she's awakened, she has 1 soul. And with Mephisto, she starts with 2 souls. I think that's how it goes. So you do 1 fight with her. You'd start the fight with 2 souls, because of Mephisto. Then you'd finish that room. You'd swap out Mephisto for whoever else you want. But by the end of the first room, let me see here. So you'd start with 2, you'd end up with 3, 4. Yeah, so by the end of the first room, you could have 5 souls if you took the boss. And the first room, yeah, you should always be able to take the boss. Later on, you might not want to. Any tips on 622? Asking me for You edit for a friend. So I don't really remember like previous content very well at all. Um, Let me see. I could take a look and see it. Let's take a look at 622 and see if I remember anything. The only thing I could suggest is if you want, you could join my Discord. The link is in the socials area for Twitch. And if you join the Discord, you select the MCOC role. There is a channel there with Axix info, and it's got an infographic with all of the easy paths and the suggested counters for the easy paths. But yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head specific paths and whatnot. But let me take a quick look at 622. See if it jogs anything in this old memory of mine. Venom Pool is getting one good buff. Great for long fights. Yeah, I haven't read any of the info for the 3 buffs coming for August. But yeah, it looks like Venom Pool might be getting some love. And then Hood, as far as I could tell, it doesn't seem as though he's getting anything significantly different from what happened in February. Okay, so 622. So this is the one with the Sinister boss, right? Okay. I have a doubt in 6-3. There's Cap IW boss. He glances everything. What if I use Crossbones, get to 4 Furies? Will it shut down his glancing? It depends, because sometimes those things have where they're immune to ability accuracy reduction. So if it doesn't have something like that, then yeah, Crossbones should work. So then that would mean like Crossbones would work, Falcon would work, Wenpool, although with Wenpool you need to get so many hits before her ability accuracy reduction kicks in, or high end kicks in. I think Wallman might be useful there too. See, now they've changed that fight, and I don't really know exactly how it's been changed. One thing you used to be able to do, you used to be able to cheese it with Ronin, which you can no longer do, which sucks. Archangel for Cap IW. Let me take a look, because I think there's something there that you have to crit. Okay, so now this fight here with the Mr. Sinister. Yeah, the defender has a 50% chance to inflict poison when struck, so you want somebody who's poison immune. For 15% of the attacker's max health, or 50. If the attacker has no active fury buffs, the defender takes... Yeah, okay, so that is still the same as it was, which is annoying. Oh, that's interesting. The attacker's critical damage is doubled, however, if damage from a critical hit exceeds 5% of the defender's max health, or the attacker lands 4 or more guaranteed crits throughout the fight, the attacker suffers from an Incinerate debuff, dealing damage equal to their last crit over 5 seconds. Huh. I don't think that was always there. Interesting. So... I think Hyperion would be a good option here. Oh, maybe not. The defender gains 5% of their max power each time a buff is nullified, expire, or is removed off the attacker. No, and then Hyperion is going to be getting his Furies all the time, so that's probably not the best way. Yeah, I don't know what the power gain on Mr. Sinister is going to look like. If it's just his L1, it wouldn't be too bad. But if he's getting... Because his L2 could be a little bit difficult to evade. Another option would be a robot. And if you've got Heimdall and Angela, you can start the fight, dash back, hold block, and then you end up with a Fury on you. So that would be another option. Now, so Sandy, you're saying Archangel for for 6-3. No, 636, right? Let us see. Who did I? Oh, I think for that Mr. Sinister, what I ended up using, I used Vision with the Heimdall and Angela synergy. So I just kept him power drained the whole time, and then I had the Fury on me. Okay, kinetic shield, preventing damage for 10 seconds. Oh, if the defender makes any contact with the attacker, press with Fury, the duration of the attacker, so use special attacks in consecutive order. Yeah, so you do need to be doing crits. This defender takes 100% less damage from hits that are not critical. Now, Archangel might work, because debuffs or dots may still do the damage. The only problem, though, with that is once you... yeah, because he stores any damage that's done. So if you have dots on him and you parry, you're going to take all of that stored damage from those dots, you're going to take back. So what you could do is just play around when he's got the shield up, don't do anything to him. When the shield goes down, then you could try to apply the dots. Wait, I'll get him in here so y'all can explain it better than me. Ghost with Hood is not a bad option for this. She'll do the crit. Is reduced by 5 seconds if they are a robot. Yeah. So she'll do the crit damage. You can phase, so the hitting of him is pretty easy. And then when he gets to his L3, you phase that with Hood, and you don't have to worry about his L3. Crossbones won't work. No. Because you need to be critting to do the damage. Yeah. Archangel might. Just with the dot damage. It would be slow, and you'd have to be careful that you're not parrying while he's got the shield up. Because when he's got the shield up, he'll absorb the dot damage, and if he hits you, you're going to get all that damage back. Hit Monkey? Yeah, he would work. You'd have to make sure you're not parrying, though. But yeah, you could get in there, do your 3-hit combo, 3 crits, and then back out. Damn it, I was trying to get it where I wasn't going to end up with 2 of the same class. Oh well. It is what it is. It is. Okay. So the issue with that Cap IW, though, he's going to get to his L3. So you need to have something to either power drain him or survive an L3. I only have Mole Man and Ghost, but no Hood. That's bad. Well, I don't know. A 5-star or 6-star Ghost? Because you could do it with Ghost without Hood. You'll have to use a couple revives because you'll have to be eating a couple of those L3s. So, and you'd have to make sure that he throws his L1 and L2, because if he misses a special, he'll get to the L3 and use it. So 5-star, yeah. So it would take a couple revives. With a 6-star, it would take a couple revives as well. It's just the 6-star would do more damage. So, but yeah. Alternatively, what you could do is wait until you had Hood. Who could tank L3s? that would have the crit. Oh, you could do it with Corvus. Again, it would be the same idea as Ghost. You're going to have to use a couple revives. I'm thinking dot damage should apply. Should take him down over time. Wait, he won't throw his L1. No, so he'll throw the L1, then the L2, and then the L3. So he throws them in order. So, but the benefit of that is you get him to the L1, he throws it, so he's got no power. Then you get him to the L2, he throws it, he's got no power, and then he'll. So basically, like, he'll save his power. Once he uses the L1, the first L1, he'll save his power until he gets an L2. So then you can't bait a second L1. But yeah, I think when I did that, you could use Ronin for it, and I think that's the only counter I used. But I think at the time, Ronin and Ghost with Hood were the two one-shot possibilities, and other than that, I think it was revives. Because I don't remember. I mean, I didn't look very much because of Ronin, so that's what I went with. But I don't remember whether or not damage over time would work. But even so, if you were doing damage over time, like going slowly, you'd still have to watch out for making sure you don't get hit when he's got a shield up. But yeah, I don't remember Void or Archangel being common options for it. That's actually one of the shitty ones that when they changed, because when it worked the way it did initially, it was so easy with Ronin. Like, you get that infinite stun and it's game over. What happens if I take him to L2 directly, not throwing L1? So if he goes directly to the L2, he'll throw the L2, and then so you're missing a phase, basically. So he'll throw the L2, and then he'll be at 0 power, but he won't throw that L1 because he's going to do it in order. So if he misses the L1, he'll just skip it and throw the L2. So you really want to make sure that he does the L1, because it's just going to give you more time. Okay, so I need to use up a bit of energy. Let's see what I want to do. Don't think there was anything useful here. I do need to reset the map, though. Let's just check. Yeah, I need to reset the map, but I think what I'll do, I'll start on a farming run in 536. Taunt won't work. No, I think because it didn't say anything about being immune to the effects of taunt, so let's just make sure. Because if it doesn't say that, then yeah, taunt would work. So like Starkey would be an excellent option. Or anybody else with a taunt. Gain a Fury passive. It's reduced. Okay. Yeah, taunt should work, because it doesn't say anything about being immune to the effects of taunt, so Starkey would be a really good option. You'd start off gaining poise, because you want your crit to be at the max. Yeah. Yeah, that should do it. Does Aegon need high Sig? It depends. If you're using Aegon for short fights, then yes, you want him at high Sig. If you're using Aegon for AOL or LOL, high Sig is good, but it's not as important. And the reason it's not as important is for AOL and LOL, the fights are so long that you're going to gain a lot of combo just in a couple fights. So you finish the fight, and within 3 fights, probably you're going to be at your max combo anyways. Whereas when the health pool is smaller, you don't have as many hits to save your combo with. So you want to get as much out of it as you can, if that makes sense. So basically, if you've got Aegon Sig, like just awakened Sig 1, and you're thinking to do AOL, don't let Sig 1 prevent you from doing AOL. If you wanted to use Aegon for Act 6 and he's Sig 1, then it would be better to get him higher Sig. But if you're using him for AOL and he's low Sig, within 4 fights you're going to be at your max combo anyways. Okay. Yeah. All right. 1 second. Be right back. Okay, back I am. I hope I get a skill awakening gem from the side quest thing for Aegon. Yeah, having him awaken is absolutely a necessity, but yeah, depending if it's longer or shorter content would dictate if you need him at high Sig or not. I don't know how have 0 stones to start saving. So when I did AOL, I think the first time I might have had Aegon at Sig 100, the first path. And it worked. It was okay. I don't think I did any. I might have done. I don't remember if I did any of it with him at Sig 200 though. I definitely put Sig Stones into him over time. Because it did mean that he ramped up quicker. It just wasn't like it wasn't a necessity. But at the time, I had no other skill champions to put the Sig Stones into, anyways. I'm like 1.5k from my sixth 6-star. Nice. Who were you hoping for? Who are you aiming for? Let's do this. Yeah, I think I'm going to just run through the R5s, the R5 5-stars, and then I'm then going to head to bed. And then I'll probably get to doing some arena when I get up in the morning. Get up, shower, eat. And then, yeah, I got to catch up for the basic. Because my goal is probably about 20 million. If I run my 5-stars twice a day, that will be 10. If I get up at a decent time, I could probably run them 3 times tomorrow. And that will get me where I want. So I'm going to end up at 8 million now. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I'll probably just run them twice tomorrow, but I'll have to run my entire 5-star roster. That will get me 10, so that will be 18 in total. And then Sunday morning, I'll just need to do 2 million more, and that should get me the 20. And then I'll just run the 6-stars twice, and that would be 14 million. And I think I was at 28. So that might be a little bit more than I need. Actually, I don't know. I just hope I get someone good. Maybe CGR. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty good. And he's a lot of fun to play, too. The thing I really like about CGR is, okay, so he does a ton of damage if you play him properly with his L2. So that's cool. But one of the things I really like is, depending on what you want to do, your combo changes. So I like that. So you have to pay attention to what's going on. And yeah. So it's not like a lot of other characters where you could just parry a bunch of hits, just the same thing over and over. You could do that with CGR, but to get the most out of him, depending on what the fight is looking like, you want to change it up a little bit. I got 2 6-star from Cav Crystals this month. Wow, that's pretty decent, dude. Actually, the first 6-star champion that I got that I was happy with, and it took opening 18 6-stars, I got from a Cav, and it was Cap IW. But yeah, I opened 17 6-star crystals, and all of them, like my first 17, and they were all crap. Oh man, it was sad. Corvus and Longshot, nice. Okay, not bad at all, dude. Not bad at all. Oh damn. I was going to go to do a heavy, and I pressed on heavy, and then I was like, no, I'm too close, but it was too late, and so I moved forward. That's where he hit me. Last month I pulled 6-star Stealthy out of a Cav. Nice. Yeah, any 6-star from a Cav, even a shitty 6-star, it's a Cav, so it's a win. It is a win. I also need to put up some more points for the Summoner Trials, too. I'm a bit behind on that. Really want to dupe Cap IW and Nick? Yeah. Yeah, Cap IW, you want pretty high Sig on. Nick, you only need the Awakening. Cap IW is just his utility, though, for the Awakening. His damage and his block proficiency are there regardless. But yeah, his utility comes from the Awakening. And Nick, well, all his good stuff is from his Awakening, pretty much. He still has good damage while sleeping. Because he can still do a ton of damage with his bleeds. Yeah, I got 6-star Stealthy not right when he came out, but a little bit after. And I used him a little. I tried him in war a couple times, mainly to go against Thing, to work around his Unstoppable. But I think it was the nodes in war which just didn't make it work, and so I never really used him. I tried him 3 times in war, and it just didn't work for me. So, and damage wise, like I have a ton of damage dealers, so I never had the value damage wise from him, because like what I wanted him for was the slow, and where I wanted it just wasn't applicable. Other areas would be fine, but at the time, that's where I was looking for it. 5-hit combo, dash back, go in for another 5-hit combo, get the passive fury, and throw a special one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then if you keep intercepting, it pauses the fury. So you can keep the fury up for quite a while, as long as you're able to continually intercept. Is that good? Okay, there we go. Get the presumes on his head. Yeah, like the damage you can do with him is pretty nice. Okay. I do like though that you get to pick. Like I like the pre-fights where you select what you want. I think that's cool. As opposed to like Torch or White Mags, where it's just one thing. You know, you enable and there you go. Leo, how you doing? Ooh, let's get in here to use up a little bit of energy. And I think there's 2 energy refills and a revive waiting for me in here currently. Oh no, I might not be able to go with Black Widow. No, probably not. No, that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. Well, I don't need Nick then. No, yeah, if we're gonna do that, yeah, we won't go with Nick. So well, then I don't need this either. Well, do this. Simba, what's going? Dude, what are you doing up so late? You should be in bed, dude. For Summer Pain rewards, I will get 5th milestone Nexus. Will it be like 3 options or more options like AOL, LOL? Those rewards, if you choose one Nexus, you get many options. Which, so the 5th milestone? I don't. Oh yeah. Okay. Summer Pain. So the 5th milestone is just a normal Nexus. So it would be 3 options is what you would see. Yeah. So at the 5th milestone, it's just a regular Nexus. you'll see 3 random 6 stars. The other Nexus, you get to pick the class. So you would get to pick whichever of the 6 classes, and then from that you would see three options. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is actually going to be the shorter way. I think. Yeah. Let's go grab those 2 energy refills. And oh, this should mean his buffs are going to last really long. Well, his first buff, anyways. Oh, 2%. Yes. I'm gonna get worse champions. Oh, I guess you don't have to work on the weekends, right, Simba? So that's why you're up late? Ah. I see. So we'll do... Yeah, I'll pick up the 2 energy refills, and then we'll go back to Arena to finish off the R5s. Oh dear. You know, when I go the bottom route to pick up the revive, I might change up the team a little bit because... No, maybe this will be fine. Yeah, this will be fine. Gonna head to bed. Have a good night, everyone. All right, dude. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. I think CGR can defeat Cap IW. What do you say? You're talking about for that 6.3? You'd have to play it kind of slow. You'd have to work it where your combo is it. Yeah, you'd have to be careful because you'd want to make sure that your first combo. That's not what I want to do. That your first combo doesn't take him over 2 bars of power. Like you're like not your first combo, but setting up your first buffs to yourself. So long as you could control that, yeah, that would be okay. The only thing is you'd have to be careful with parrying though, because when he's got his shield up, he's going to absorb the damage, and if he hits you, he transfers it back to you. And so yeah, if you parry, you're taking a ton of damage. But you could also, depending on the synergies you have, you could take him to 3 bars of power and delay him from using his L3 for a little bit. So if you're running Punisher 2099, when the opponent gets to an L3, they reduce their power by like a little bit, so that they're not able to use their L3 right away. So it might allow you to get 1 more combo in. You'd probably still end up eating the L3 though, but you get a bit more damage in beforehand. Mr. Lawrence, how you doing? What happens if you remove suicides? Will you play free? No. Yeah, so if I don't have suicides, I don't have to worry about recoil. But because I do arena so much, I always have suicides active. Billy D, how you doing? How's your morning coming along? Just woke up. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, I'm just about to go to bed. I'm a little bit behind for arena for where I want to be, but I think I should be fine to get there tomorrow, though. Well, later today, I guess. So I want to end up at 8 million for the basic today. Run my 5 stars twice tomorrow. That will get me another 10, so I'll be at 18. And then Sunday morning, just do another 2, and I think that will get me the Stryfe. And then for the featured, I think high 30s, low 40s will get me Black Widow. 5 stars, though. Yeah, I'm take a break from going for 6 stars for a while. How many months it took to finish Act 5, 6? So Act 5, I think I got Act 5 done really quick, actually. Like, I think as each chapter came out, I was, because at that point in time, I don't know why, but I was like, as soon as something comes out, I have to get it done. So, yeah, pretty much each chapter for Act 5 that came out, I was done with probably within a week. Act 6, I really took my time. For, I think 6-1, I was still going pretty quick, but 6-2, 3, and 4, I pretty much only did it on the weekends. Because by that time I was running arena all the time, so I always had suicides active. And what I would do, I would basically just do a couple paths on the weekends. And if I had a path where I figured I needed suicides off, then I would take them off when I wasn't running arena, get 2 or 3 paths done without suicides, and then put them back on for the week for arena. So, yeah. It took me a while to get through 6, 2, 3, and 4. 6, 4 might have been the fastest, though. 6, 2... I think actually... No, actually the last quest I did to get exploration for all of Act 6 was the Mortal fight in 6, 2. Let's do that. I've been up since 6 a.m. Got to do the blackout blinds last night, so the sunrise woke me up, plus a load of no easy words. Those birds. How you been, Billy? I haven't seen you in here for a while. How's life? How's the heat treating? Wait, is it hot in Ireland as well? Or is it just those in the UK? Well, I guess that would be north of you. Man, it's pretty harsh for BC, because initially they were having the crazy hot temperatures, and now it's the forest fires. Let's get them blinds for my boxers like a rooster at 5 a.m. every morning. Okay. Ho ho! So the plan or the hope is to have 10 new 5 stars by the 10 new 5 stars by the time Omega Red is in the basic. I think I should be able to get there. I got one Punisher from Arena Crystals last night. If I'm successful for this basic and featured, that will give me 2 more, so 3 in total. I think I'll go for Spidey 2099 as a 5-star. I don't know about Penny Parker, so that would be 4. I might open some of the new featured 5-stars. If I could get 3 out of there, that would be good. 3 new. That would be 7. So that would leave me 3 more, which I could probably get from the arenas. So I've been lurking many times, bro. Yeah, but I don't know. I only know when you're talking if you're here or not. Although I think on Twitch you can tell who's viewing, right? YouTube you can't unless they type. Then you can see like you can then see who's active in chat. But I think Twitch you can see who's viewing. Yeah, I mean, I guess like Twitch is streaming, so it's obviously much more conducive to that. I don't get why YouTube doesn't implement some of the like a lot more features that Twitch has. Although I don't know if YouTube was as streamer friendly as Twitch. I don't know if it would be like I don't know if you would see Twitch streamers go to YouTube, come to YouTube. Although, I mean, I do the same thing on streams. Like, there's far more streams that I'll watch than I'll actually comment in. Although I go through phases. Plus, I let some people know I'm watching with. Okay. Okay. Parasite, boy, all of the UK people are here. Wait, so it's like 8 in the morning for you guys, right? Yeah, okay. So just getting up, having your coffee. I see how it is. Yeah, there was a while where I was getting up relatively early, like getting up at like 7 or 8 my time. And I'd be streaming by like 9, and yeah, I think a lot of you guys were in those streams. Okay, let's see. Oh, I don't like any of these really. You're grinding, are you, Parasite? Damn, son. Are you going for a champion, or are you just doing milestones? Oh, so there was a post on the forums today in regards to like the issues with the game, and we got our AQ early sorry package. But they mentioned in the post that next week we should have like a general compensation with revives and health pots. So if anybody was considering to do any content where you figured you might need some, you might want to wait until the end of next week or next weekend. Because I was planning to do a Karina challenge on Sunday. Because I do have a few revives in overflow, but I'm going to wait until that compensation is out and then do the Karina challenge. It's probably going to be the Super Punch Out, which is the Kamala Khan using her to beat the 6.2 champion. And then whatever revives I have that are close to expiring, I'll just use those for the next iteration of Summer of Pain. Yeah, you've been here for a while, Sandy. Been going strong. I'm going for the champ this time. Which champion? We know they don't know a solution for the problem because they can't. Yeah. I think it was when I was going for cable. I was talking about it on one of the streams, and yeah. Well, I mean, they said that today. Basically, they don't expect it to be resolved until the next patch. And I have a feeling that the way they have gone to releasing the updates for the game, they can't do small fixes. It's like the entire game or nothing. Which could mean that if it's not resolved for the August patch, that we might have to wait for September. Like, and it's possible that they could have a fix like the second week of August, but simply because they can't apply it to the game until like a complete update. We'll have to, because I think that's what the case is right now, right? Like they were saying they have a hot fix that they think is promising, but it won't be until they won't know until after the 3rd of August, which is when the next update goes live. So that could be really interesting. And now anything that was to come, like the next war season, Summoner Showdown, like they don't actually have a date. So it's all dependent on a fix, which is pretty crazy. I mean, it's good because you don't want those kind of things going live when the game is bugged like that, but it's pretty crazy for a company like them not to be able to give dates for things like that and just to be able to say when we've got the game working properly. I'm holding off on using resources until SOP is finished. Could be a revive sync in one of the... Yeah, my issue is just that, which I think a lot of people, if they've been holding off on doing stuff because of the problems, there's going to be a ton of resources expiring. And that's going to suck. Which might happen with the compensation that they're going to give, right? They're going to give us revives and health pots, but they've already given us a warning not to do content that's difficult. So if we hold off on it, the free stuff they give us is going to expire. They gave 3k glory. I have 13k. I won't claim them. Will claim after my glory finishes. Yeah. The extra glory has been working out really well for me. Strike grinding, I have Black Widow 5-star. Okay. We have seen them doing sub fixes, which creates some other problem. Let them release it next day. I don't think so. Oh, maybe on the back end. Maybe. But I think anytime we've ever seen where there is something that they need to resolve, they usually like put out a hot fix, which like I haven't seen anything to download. Grinding Stryfe, I have Black Widow 5. So are you going for 5-star Stryfe? Oh dear. Won't start 6-3 until I am prepared. Yeah. Alright, well, I think it's time for me to go to bed. So that will be it for me. We know all the stuff which were on the expired list as the compensation, if they are fair enough. Yeah, but the thing is, like, that's not going to happen because then they'd have to go through every account, right? And it would have to be specific to each person. So that would just take a ton of time. So they're just going to give a general... Like, the compensation that we're going to get this week, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be 10 revives and 10 health pots for everybody. And then the general end of day compensation whenever they resolve this, which probably we're not looking until middle of August, sometime in September. Probably more so September. Yeah, it's just going to be the same thing across the board. Maybe dependent on progression title. So like Thronebreaker would be one thing, Cavalier would be something kind of thing. But we will see. Anyways, that is it for me. Thanks for coming and hanging out, and I will catch you guys later. Take care.